Hey, gardening friends. Today I am officially 3 weeks out from my last frost date, which means it is time for me to put my pop up greenhouse together. So, today I'm going to show you how I quickly put it together, my strategy for transitioning my plants outdoors for hardening off, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be transitioning outdoors today. So, come along and let's get to it. Now, guys, I purchased this greenhouse way back in 2021. I love that it is more horizontal as opposed to vertical. Now, I also have a 3 or 4 tier vertical greenhouse, but I prefer to use this one outdoors because, again, it's more horizontal and we get a lot of strong gusts of wind in my area in the springtime and in the summertime. And I like that I don't have to worry as much about the greenhouse toppling over because this one is a bit lower to the ground. Now, I purchased this off Amazon. It is by a company called QuickTint, and I love that it's pretty durable. I believe the poles that you see here are made of a aluminum steel or some sort of heavy duty steel, and it's very easy to put up. It's pretty easy to take down. When I'm not using it during the off season, I just store it in my shed. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. And I like that it comes with a nice durable cover that you can roll up. You can roll it down and zip it closed if you want to protect, your plants from cold temps. The cover also provides UV protection and it's also waterproof, which is a bonus as well. I usually set this up around early to mid-April so that I can move some of my more mature plants and seedlings outdoors and start to free up some space on the grow shelves, which are usually starting to get pretty packed around this time of year. So let's see if I remember how to put this thing together because I no longer have the instructions. Here I'm just securing the greenhouse cover to the frame. Here I'm just making sure that all the fittings are tightly connected. And then I like to add a layer of cardboard inside of the greenhouse before I start placing my plant trays in there. And that's just for the purpose of catching any water that may leak from the trays or any accidental spills or splashes as a result of watering the plants. Almost done. Now just need to secure with a few bricks so that it stays put and it doesn't move or budge at all when we get those strong gusts of wind. And I'm just placing the brick directly on the base of the frame to keep it in place. Just making sure it is secure. And just like that, all done. All right, friends, so this is what the greenhouse is currently looking like. I was able to find one of these shorter bars to place here. It was in my shed. Have not been able to find the other one that goes back there. So I'll have to figure that out and get that installed. But in the meantime, everything is looking pretty good. It's nice and sturdy. So I always place these bricks on both sides to keep it from flying away when we get very strong winds in my area, and that usually does the trick. It usually keeps it in place. But yeah, I've had this since 2021 and it's still in very good shape. I only use it around this time of year, so I'll be using it this month and probably the month of May and maybe into early June, just until I get everything planted out. And then once I'm done with it, I pack it up and I put it back in the shed, and it stays there until the next growing season. So as far as what I'm going to be putting in here, I am going to move some of the plants that have been outdoors for the last week or two, hardening off. They're currently sitting over here in my cardboard boxes. So I'm going to move those here on this side here. This side of the greenhouse will get most of the sun. I'm going to place those plants that have been out here for a while on this side, and then the stuff I'm going to bring out for the first time I'm going to put on this side so they get more shade. One of the things I like about this greenhouse is I can easily open and close it on both sides. I can leave one side open, I can close one side if I desire. Now tomorrow we're supposed to get some pretty high 70-degree weather. It's supposed to be pretty sunny, so I will likely, all day tomorrow I will likely leave the front of the greenhouse open. Now tonight is supposed to be a little bit chilly, so I may end up closing
it completely, or at least closing one side. That way I can protect the newer plants that are going to be over here by closing the greenhouse so that they, don't get too chilly being out here for the very first time. So I am going to put some netting on here. I'm just going to attach it to the front of the greenhouse just to protect all the plants from insects. I'm just trying to avoid anything getting eaten by, caterpillars. I don't want any aphids if I can avoid it. No pests at all. So I'm going to put the netting up actually right now before I start to put all the plants in here. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'm going to start moving things in here, and then I'll come back and show you what everything looks like once I've got everything situated.
Hey friends, so before I start placing all of the plants in this greenhouse, I wanted to just come back and quickly show you what it looks like with the insect netting attached. And this is just some insect netting that I purchased off of Amazon. I secured it to the greenhouse using these garden clips, also purchased off Amazon. I'll try to link all of the stuff in the description box in case you want to check it out. But this is what it's looking like. All right, friends. So got all the plants moved into the greenhouse. And the birds are really chirping today. It sounds so lovely, like music to my ears. But let me show you what's in here. So on this side, I have some lobelia and violas, as well as my tray of petunias. Those have all been outdoors hardening off in the cardboard boxes. And then on this side are all the plants that I just moved outdoors. So these have all been sitting on my grow shelves. So here are the geraniums. And then here in the front, I have a lot of brassicas and leafy green vegetables like kale, cabbage, pak choi, broccoli, some lettuce. And then I also have my tray of sweet peas there. And then as you can see, it's very easy for me to roll the insect netting back down so that everything is protected from unwanted pests. And I will continue to move more plants outdoors over the coming week so that I can free up more space on the grow shelves as I continue to pot up more seedlings. That is a wrap for today's video. I hope this has been helpful or at least gives you another option, for a way that you can transition your plants outdoors for hardening off. Just another option to consider. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all your support. As always, I hope to see you all back here soon. Until next time, my friends, take care.